Welcome to Burnout Teachers. I am so happy to have you here. My name is Nadine Foti, and I'm a passionate teacher who unfortunately burnt out of the mainstream education system. I just felt overworked, tired, and exploited, and I really didn't want to give up my love of teaching and working with kids. And what motivated me to want to be a teacher initially was my strong conviction in social justice ideals. And I didn't want to leave that behind just because I felt like the current system that we live in our society was not conducive to the type of educator I wanted to be. I created this platform because I, as a teacher, have found many new and creative and innovative ways by which to create online business related to education and teaching without feeling burnt out, exploited, and underappreciated. And I can still pursue my love of teaching in a way that is conducive to my own mental health and that is also allows me to feel constantly invigorated and passionate about my teaching practice. I hope that this space can also serve as a means by which to show not just educators, but all people that there are ways to create your own business that are dedicated to social justice. I think because we live in this capitalist society that we think that business is all driven by competition and stepping on other people and kind of trying to rise to the top, and that rising to the top constitutes compromising your morals and in some way just having to be very, very focused solely on monetary gain and profit. And I think that there are so many ways where you can simultaneously be self-sufficient in terms financially and be able to build a business where you can make money, and at the same time that business is social justice driven. And when I say social justice driven, I don't just mean that you kind of put a little slogan that kind of tries to legitimize your organization or your business to make it look like you're giving back or doing positive things just to help out the image of your organization, and then you don't actually implement that in the day-to-day of what you're doing in your organization. What I mean is rather having the framework and the structure of the organization or the business fundamentally grounded in disrupting a system that is not catered towards true education and towards the uplifting of our youth. And I think that that's precisely the problem, is that we've gotten so wrapped in this capitalist system of tracking, of making money, of competition, where it's trickled down even into our schools, even to the ways us as teachers are treated and how our students are evaluated. My primary goal was, how can I teach my students to find their own voice and for them to be passionate and compassionate people, and to also bring awareness about things that have not been spoken of and try to change the current system and the current framework and the things within it that are problematic. That is what education is to me. And I think that to so many it is. And I think that's why so many teachers are being pushed out of the education field, because they feel like they are not being represented. They can't be these creative teachers that they want to be, because they're placed with all these pressures, because it's not about teaching, it's not about education, it's about tracking these students, it's about making money. It has become a business. So now let's take that and reframe everything. Let's say, how are we going to create a business that is also grounded in regenerating a new system related to education and reframing what teaching and what learning is? And I hope that I am able to do that on this channel, and I can't do it without you all. I need the stories of all of you teachers out there who are either burnout still currently within the mainstream education system, or those of you who have chosen to leave but still feel really passionate about teaching. This is all your space, and we all really need to come together, because our children need people like us. They need people who are going to challenge these structures and are going to show our kids that there's something new and beautiful that can come, and that nothing changed in a society by people continuing to replicate the same type of information. And if we operate in an education system that is not allowing our kids to have their own voice and to really challenge these ideals that are being taught in the classroom, then we're not going to progress as a society. And I would love to hear about your stories too, and any way in which we can all support each other, because ultimately education doesn't go anywhere unless there is a community of people behind it.